Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Disney Plus supposedly losing tons of subscribers and Disney supposedly losing, millions or billions of dollars.
They're like
billions.
3.3 to almost $3 to $4 billion. They're saying it came from one post, and they're like, Disney's lost billion dollars over, the whole Jimmy Kimmel situation.
And I guarantee you that the left is going to latch onto that, because remember, when the right boycotts Disney, it's barely an inconvenience. There's no significant financial repercussions at all. But when the left does it, oh my God, guys, billions of dollars. I'm like, where were these people before? Because Jimmy Kimmel's ratings are terrible.
Yeah,
advertisers aren't spending money on them.
I know, and that's just it. Like the whole late night, all of them were doing poorly, and especially in comparison to like YouTubers and stuff. And it's just like all these media outlets are running with it. It came from one person, said it. We don't yet know the numbers of subscribers lost, because Disney does not report that. It's usually third party, hearsay type situation. We don't know the numbers lost. Disney, if they're gonna report, they report during the earnings call, and the quarter fiscal year ends September 30th. So if we're gonna find out about that, it won't be until the fiscal call for then.
So
if they mention it.
If they mention it at all, because Disney tends to dance around any financial losses. They look for ways to, kind of candy coat it. But here's the thing, guys. Again, Jimmy Kimmel's not watched. He's become a lightning rod for, the left now, because they're like, oh my God, guys, cancel culture.
They started.
If people said they're canceling their Disney Plus subscription over Gina Carano, well, that's just alt-right chuds. It's not a significant number of people. People said they're canceling over, LGBTQ themes or whatever. In kids shows, same thing. People said they were rage quitting Disney because of the Nelson Peltz, same thing.
Or the price hikes.
But now this Jimmy Kimmel. It is literally the end of the world, the end of Disney. So does that mean that these people that have been attacking us since pretty much day one for criticizing Disney will finally shut the hell up? Because it's mostly crazy ass Disney stans, and now they'll just be like, oh, no, whatever, we'll leave Clownfish alone because they hate Disney too.
Here's the thing. I mean, this whole narrative that it's taking out Disney, I think there's multiple ways to look at it. The two things I brought up the most are the stocks, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, and the subscribers leaving. Yeah. And as I said in previous videos, you've already chased off a bunch of subscribers. A lot of people on the far right, or like leaning more towards right, already canceled Disney Plus. I think you're now stuck with people in the middle, families, and a lot of left-leaning people, because a lot of the people canceled, and they were like, I'm gonna join just to show you and everything else. So a lot of their audience does tend to lean that way, because a lot of people on the other side don't subscribe.
They bailed. I mean, isn't this ironic? Like, this is, you're going to wind up losing everybody, Disney.
Yeah, well,
because you got
Star
into
Wars.
politics.
Star Wars did the same thing. They tried to walk it back and lost everyone. So should be a lesson to companies. Stay the hell out of politics, okay? Stop trying to shoehorn agenda in. Stay, neutral middles. Just do your job, and not bend the knee constantly and, virtue signal constantly, and you'd be fine. They did that. They lost a whole bunch of their audience before, and now the audience they had left, who were behind a lot of the cancel culture issues leading up to this, when it was okay when they did it. Yeah. They're now the ones who are going to leave, and then what do you got? So do I think they might take a hit in subscribers? Very likely, because what they had left was on the left, or in the middle America, have families who don't give a shit either way and will keep their subscription because they don't care. They don't watch Jimmy Kimmel anyway. But that's the one thing. We talked about that before. But the other thing they're pointing to now is this, because the stocks, guys, the stocks. Well, let's look at the stocks, because this is a load of shit. And I'm going to have the receipts to show you why. So they're going on about the stocks are plummeting because, of everybody understanding that Jimmy Kimmel being fired was bad. So they're like, it's down to 113.76. They're losing money, and 3 billion valuation gone. Okay, yes, they lost a couple dollars in the last few days. However, as you can see this is year to date. As you can see year to date, okay, it has been down below $113 just like last month. It has been down, I can show it here. It's been down in the $83 range, back in April, March, April, May. Okay. When you go across the board from where it is now across the board, 2/3 of the year, it's been below that number anyway.
Yeah.
It has jack shit to do with Jimmy Kimmel.
It's selective data, and this is what they're doing. They're trying to basically look, guys, we're winning. I'm like, we had a massive drop off in the spring, and a lot of people were like, oh my God, guys, Disney's down to like $80 again. And left-wing media was like, it's just the alt-right being alarmist. Disney's fine, everybody, because the overall trend has been up since the pandemic.
It always fluctuates.
Again, it's the data supports whatever position you want to take. So if you think it's doom and gloom and Disney's dying, you're going to find that. And if, what I'm saying, it doesn't matter if you're left or right, but I just think it's so ironic that they were, people on the left were very pro cancel culture with Disney celebrities. If they were, again, see also Gina Carano, Tim Allen, Roseanne Barr, Letitia Wright. I mean, all the people they didn't like, Disney had a moral obligation to get rid of them. No remorse. But one Jimmy Kimmel... Oh, they all lose their minds.
He's their friend. He's made comments, which he shouldn't have made, because he made comments that basically were misleading and saying that the person that shot Charlie Kirk was MAGA, which was,
they knew at that
point
the
time that they knew that wasn't the case. So he was giving false statements, and I'm against cancel culture, as we said, but I do know that, like, when it came to, Roseanne Barr being fired for stuff, as she said, they let Whoopi Goldberg, she made comments that were people considered racist about Jewish people. Yeah. She made comments that were kind of alluding that one cake bakery was either not giving her cupcakes because she was black or because of her political leanings, and tried to cause them damage. And all she ever had to do with, like, the one comment she made about Jewish people was issue an apology and be suspended for 2 weeks. So the fact that they let Jimmy Kimmel get fired.
Yeah, well, it comes down to money, right? And that's the thing.
Yeah, because Disney was looking for a reason to get rid of him.
His ratings are terrible. They were looking for a reason to get rid of him, to save money. And there's all kinds of speculation because of they had like an NFL deal in play and all this stuff that they're like, they needed to basically, he was a liability. They needed to get rid of him somehow, and they looked for a reason to do it. And now he's become this like martyr. And I'm like, dude, isn't that
ironic? Jimmy Kimmel's the martyr.
Jimmy Kimmel's the martyr. Somebody's actually
was
dead.
A lie. The other guy dead. He just deserved it.
Yeah, and like, we should martyr him. Yeah, I know.
They're more mad about Jimmy Kimmel getting fired than someone being dead. Okay, what's that tell you?
That is 100% true. I'm actually seeing more people, amping up the whatever spew on Facebook and on Twitter because of Jimmy Kimmel. Like I said, one Jimmy Kimmel, they all go freaking crazy. They have there's like a sit-in or something going on in New York. I don't know what the hell's going on. People are protesting. Yeah, people are protesting, ABC headquarters. People shot at one of the ABC affiliates.
Okay, see, how does that make you better?
It's like, bitch, you forgot he was on the air until he got pulled off the air.
I thought they were for gun control.
Right.
You're all for gun control unless it works for you. Yeah, but like they talk about numbers, and according to Nielsen numbers, Jimmy Kimmel Live has dropped 43% since January. It only hit 1.1 total million viewers for August. 1.1. There are mid-range YouTube channels that get more than 1.1 million viewers. Okay. Yes. The 18 to 49 demographic he was in that everybody wanted and said, he was at the top of it. He also fell in that. He was down to 129,000 viewers from its peak at 284,000 in June in that viewer range. So he's already losing. We already know that late night in general was going down the shitter, and Colbert got canceled, and he was like the top. Yeah. All right. And these guys were all underneath him. And we know that they're estimating 70 to 80% drop in late night viewership since 2015. So you're just literally throwing good money after bad for these late night shows. But Disney wasn't going to be able to cancel him or get rid of him because of the fact that, they're all mad about Colbert. So then they had this opportunity, and they probably took it for that reason. And now they're going to probably put him back on the air, even though it's a losing proposition, because these people are screaming about it. But even from number standpoint, he should have been taken off there a long time ago.
I think that, and this was Sinclair and Nexstar ultimately made the decision.
Yeah, it wasn't even Disney. It was those guys at first. But
they're like, we're not going to carry it. So
Disney could have put him on Disney Plus or Hulu or even on their YouTube channels, and they didn't.
Yeah, because they didn't want to pay for it. They don't want to pay for it because it's not
like
worth
15 to 16 million a year just for him, not counting his staff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. That's an insane amount of money. And yeah, the View might get canceled too. Here's the thing, Disney, if you want to go back to center and back to being entertainment for everybody, you really probably need to, I would say they need to divest themselves of ABC News and or don't run talk shows that have a clear political bias. Just do, the rah-rah morning show, Good Morning America, whatever, and that's it.
They're going to be screwed either way because they've doubled down on this agenda because people in charge have made it very clear that they are very on the left. And because they chase this, and families I think are mostly in the middle. You might skew a little right, might skew a little left, but you're mostly in the middle. And judging by the box office, they've taken it too far. People are over it. They're tired of superheroes. They don't want agenda stuff. They want good stuff, and you're not giving it to them. So the people in the middle, the majority, across not just the United States, across the world, aren't showing up for your stuff because they're over you and they're tired of it. So it's not just a United States thing. Right. You've done and alienated the world. Good job. And so your answer to that is, you're going to probably put them back on the air because Hollywood's mad. Well, the celebrities are mad. Of course they're mad. This is their buddy who was saying what they wanted to say.
Start a GoFundMe for him. You want back on the air so bad. Start a GoFundMe.
We see values his net worth is like $50-some million. Poor $50-some million celebrity.
Yeah. I mean, now they're saying that I guess so many people are enraged. They're quitting Disney Plus in droves and they're crashing the website too. Oh yeah, that's what you're saying. Home fun people here.
Yeah. But if I recall, when everybody was leaving over other things, it was crashing the website then also. They didn't talk about that because it was that was the other side.
Yeah, well, that's just it. I mean, look, if you want to know how divided the country is, facts don't matter anymore. Basically, the data is massaged to defend whatever political position you're taking, right? And
but hard numbers are hard numbers. Like these are the stock numbers. I mean, I drew a line. Like there's no way to manipulate this. This is what it is. That's hard.
And trust me, I would love for Disney to learn a very painful lesson that they need to stay the hell out of politics and go back to center, but they just can't help themselves. They just can't help themselves.
Because people have in charge. But I have to say, you said about the crashing of the site, would it surprise me, in my opinion, if Disney would shut the site down so people couldn't unsubscribe? It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Oh, yeah, just like they shut down comments, just like they shut down. Yeah. I mean, I don't believe, I think this
crashed.
A lot of the people that are protesting Jimmy Kimmel, I'm telling you right now, they weren't watching him, or it wouldn't have been an option.
If they were all watching him, he would have had the best ratings ever.
Yeah, and that's at the end of the day, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, money talks. And if he was bringing it and he was bringing in all kinds of ad revenue and he was bringing and Nexstar and Sinclair would have been like, God, yeah, if we take Jimmy Kimmel off, we're going to lose so much money from advertisers because they love Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, I think it's like a lot of their money that they're getting for advertisers is going to their streaming services. So they're putting a lot of their sales on streaming. But, they didn't put him on streaming.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if he was that great, if he was that popular, paywall him.
They're not, because I think they were looking for a reason to get rid of him because the numbers are there and his stuff is down.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean.
Not sorry.
You're not that sorry. So there it is, guys. We're going to see hypocrisy on full display. It's going to be, oh my God, guys, Disney's terrible. Disney's awful. Disney's crashing and burning.
Well, the people that developed cancel culture are now mad that it's coming for them because it's rules for thee and not for me. And they're just like, they're ticked off because people, and it wasn't even the people I think were demanding to be canceled. They all kind of just did it before anybody even had a chance to complain about it. And they're somehow blaming MAGA. It's all MAGA's fault, even though it wasn't their fault. But when it was, but also, unsubscribing from Disney Plus meant you were a fascist, alt-right, chud, Nazi, MAGA person. And now it means you're the hero, depending on the week. It's just insane.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's crazy though. The lengths that people are going to. I mean, look, I don't think, did Disney themselves pull him off the air? My understanding was they pulled him off the air, preemptively suspended him or something because he was going to double down on his position.
Yeah, that's what I understood, that they wanted to apologize and he's basically like not going to do it.
And if they sign his checks, I mean, you know, what you
only
gonna do?
Somebody that was a late night host had said that before about someone like Roseanne Barr. Freedom of speech doesn't mean that the place has to still carry you or employ you.
Oh yeah, he was actually kind of gloating about Roseanne getting canceled off her own show. Yeah, I mean,
so
that's
karma.
just it, guys.
Anyway,
so
we're gonna wrap this up. Yep,
we're gonna wrap it up. There we go. Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.